only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me.
Stiggy's dogs. Ben Castic Leone went to Howell High School and graduated from Howell High School. So this is really important to me, and I was thrilled that we were picked, and it's kind of hard to be back here.
Never met Ben. I love him. You know, he was a hero. You know, he did a lot for just hearing the stories from everybody, but you know, at the same time, he was a veteran. And
he served in Afghanistan. He was killed in an IED that went off September 3rd in 2009. It was a double-plated IED, which means it took two people to walk over, so people had walked over this area. That blast alone killed my nephew and another gentleman right away, killing 5 within that first month after, and probably 3 have taken their lives because of it since. So that is where my motivation came from. It's Stiggy's Dogs was in honor of him. You know, since then, it's become so much more because of the lives that we have saved and the mission that we've had and this labor of love of what we've been able to do.
ever since they brought Baxter to my house, you know, he's led me to a lot of doors that, you know, I could have walked to, but he helped a lot, you know, between the night terrors and him waking me up before we had even trained for it, and just, you know, utilizing the freshman campus down the road to do some of the training and getting camaraderie back with other veterans and dogs, and just seeing more positives out of everything. But Baxter's, I mean, he's my right-hand man. He's a deputy dog. You know, I take him to work every day, and he just, he knows me so much that, you know, the energy that I emit just, he feels. So he'll rest, you know, his leg. He knows when I'm getting anxious. He knows a lot of things which were worse off, you know, 2 years ago, like Jen said. But I mean, it's just been a complete turnaround, and you know, at the end of the day, it's a dog, but he's my dog. Each animal builds with their handler. Everyone's like a snowflake. You know, it's just, if we got veterans coming back with TBIs, you know, traumatic brain injuries, post-traumatic stress, and these dogs help manage their lives better without even speaking English.
The motto is rescuing one to rescue another, and that's the epitome of what we perceive and what we achieve, and I think that's really cool. So there's 2 sides of that. You know, we've paired 72 different teams, but that's, you know, 144 different souls that we have encountered.
With hundreds and hundreds waiting to get a dog.
You know, we live in a state that has one of the highest veterans in it, but we're not a state that has like an active military base, so there isn't a lot of places for other veterans to really get together and really kind of have that help and support. They're lost and doesn't cover what the war is, so bringing this public awareness to it not just helps Stiggy's Dogs, but I think veterans and everybody everywhere. The things that we can honestly say is that we're life-saving, and there are veterans right now out there that would not be here today if it wasn't for their dog. You know, there's that 22 a day that's going around, about 22 veterans a day who are taking their lives, and there's just this lack of care and support that's out there. So to have this project, you know, kind of come full circle and have it have some meaning is huge. But we are a smaller nonprofit, you know, and we are a local nonprofit, so to be able to help the community and help the state of Michigan locally, you know, that what the money that you raise, you can see where, you know, it goes and actually see the lives that it's saving is incredible. So I think the message is that there is power in people, and there are power in going out and asking for things. So I think it's fabulous that you're doing that. I think the message is bringing it back home. I think that you are doing this in honor of a fellow classmate, in honor of a fellow person who grew up here in Howell. So I want to say thank you, and we appreciate that. But the message too is building the public awareness about service dogs, about our veteran community, about reaching. It's all going towards really Stiggy's Dogs and our veterans and our dog teams.
You know, it's a gainful quality of life just experience for a lot. You know, every veteran that I've seen that has a dog, whether it's, you know, Vietnam era or returning Afghanistan, you know, you can look them in the eyes and then you can say, welcome home. You know, some Vietnam veterans still aren't home. You know, they didn't get the, you know, the reintegration or the decompression, but, you know, I've seen them with the dogs and they're home again. You know, we've had wives call, you know, and it's life-changing. So if you guys are in the business to change lives,
Save lives.
Save and change, yes.
I know, and a lot of times people want to support the veterans and they don't know how. So Baxter says support them. This is a way to do it.
It's very vocal.